Hey, I'm Scott.
Oh, hey, I'm Jaxon.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Brittany's husband.
Cool. I'm Michaela's husband.
So,
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaxon.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to Your Friend's Husbands.
Your friend's husband.
This is our first episode of 2025.
Welcome.
We
Happy
would
New
like
Year.
to have a moment of silence for our fallen podcast friends. Please.
There we go. That was pretty good. I was just watching the SNL skit last night.
Oh, which one?
There are two of them. There's one where they're like on the boat, the Washington one.
Oh, they're
like
funny.
on the boat with Nate Bargatze, and then there's one where they're like around a fire.
Yeah, the
I
one
watched
around the
both
fire
of
is
them.
the first one. It's
I watched
the
them
weights
both,
and measure
but-
one.
Yeah.
So funny.
But there was one where there was like a point where he's like, "Let's have a moment of silence for like fallen soldiers or whatever," and then
All right,
it's just
that's
like 1 second, and then like
that
man
whole
is so funny.
Both of those skits have memorable moments. The first one makes me laugh hysterically when they're talking to sign about we'll still use the metric system in very unpopular sports like track and swimming. And then, but for American sports like football, we will use yards. And they're like, football? He goes, yes, it's a sport you use mainly your hands. You don't use your feet in football? Sometimes.
A little bit. There's a little bit of kicking.
A little bit of kicking.
How many points do you get?
Sometimes
one.
Sometimes three. Oh, it kills me every time. And did you watch? Wow, welcome to our podcast where we talk about
welcome.
Nate Bargatze. Hey, Nate Bargatze. I'm not as funny as you, but I think you're a cool guy.
Hey, we're not as funny as you are, but you're a funny guy.
Yeah, we like you. Did you watch Did you watch his other SNL skit about growing up in the 80s?
No, I did watch a few after that, but I didn't see that one. I saw one like where he's like a golfer. I don't know if you saw that
I
one.
think I saw
and
that
then
one, yeah.
like he hits like a bird midair, and then he hits the nest of the bird, and anyway, yeah.
So, do you know how on SNL when they have comedians on, they'll give them like 10 minutes to do like a stand-up?
Yeah,
routine?
I watched one of those too. Yeah.
So there's one where he talks about growing up in the 80s, and he starts it off by being, he's like, I love it because I can tell people now that, yeah, I was born in the 1900s. It's like, well, I mean, he's right, but he goes through it, and it's really funny. He talks about just the differences between today and back then. One moment he talks about, he's like, yeah, during state fairs, they didn't have a lot of rules and regulations, and you could pay to fight an orangutan. And he talks about it, and he's like, and it turns out they're really strong. But you don't know that because you have to have just met someone that just fought an orangutan. Otherwise, you go in thinking you'll be fine, and you get knocked out by the orangutan. Very funny. I'm not doing it justice. Nate Bargatze, come on our show.
I need to watch that one. I've seen like his actual like full length shows. They're really good. I need him to come out with some more.
He's a funny man. Anyway, welcome to 2025.
Welcome to 2025.
We're gonna do a couple fun things today.
We got some plans.
I am going to steal something from my favorite comedy podcast called My Brother, and Me, of the three McElroy brothers, where every year they come up with a year theme, a name, so to speak. Last year they did 20 Fungalore, where they created a fake deity called Fungalore, and they would have their audience write in wishes that they would read at the end of each show, sending the wish to Fungalore. And some of them, like one of them was like, I wish roller coasters were a little bit slower. Like that's like the people just write weird
That's
things.
weird.
I know, right?
That's just weird.
And then I wish that all my friends were lactose intolerant too, so I wasn't alone anymore, was another really funny one. But I wanted to kind of like figure this out.
Yeah. So
like 20, go say hi.
So it has to rhyme
Has
with
to follow
or
in,
some
yes.
kind of rhyme with 25.
Yeah, so like last year 20, 24, 20 Fungalore.
Yeah.
Like same syllables, rhyme-ish.
2025.
I thought of obviously 2020 Thrive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a little on the nose. It does kind of fit into my one kind of idea for
It's like
New
really
Year's resolution.
optimistic.
Yeah, I'm an optimistic dude.
Yeah.
And so 2020 Thrive is pretty good. 20 Do a Crime. Just one. Pick one. And then send us what you did.
It could be really easy. It
Yeah,
could
it
be
doesn't have
like
to be a big crime.
It could be like speeding on the road.
Just always
Um,
somehow we get popular and we just get
It
like
could-
so wild. Like people say that I killed my 2 parents. It's like what? Oh
wow.
that'd be rough.
Wow.
That'd be
Yikes.
kind of hilarious though. Not the killing, but
But
it'd be
getting
kind of
entries,
fun. Yeah,
I'd
entries
love
would
to
be good.
hear. I'd love
we'd
to hear from you.
Oh, shout out to Allie for telling Scott that I'm chaotic. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. That and when people say I look like Chris Pratt are probably my 2 favorite compliments.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Allie.
Thanks, Allie.
I'm sure she's listening at this moment.
Exactly right now.
Right now,
We're
live.
streaming live.
We're live.
Streaming.
She
I
she
give up.
has like multiple YouTube accounts.
Oh really?
One for like herself, one for like her daughter has one,
That's not a bad idea.
and then like I don't know. She has like multiple, and so she'll like log into each one and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Oh, that's nice. We got lots of thank you.
So she's
Allie.
looking out for us.
Allie's a real homie.
We need to find a way to market ourselves, get our
So-
name out there.
20 do high five. No, that's a 5 though.
2025.
20 go say hi. Because then you're going out of your way to say hi to people. It kind of falls into the realm of what we're doing.
2025. Grow a beehive.
Ooh, 2025. 2020 hive. 20 join the hive.
Ooh.
Work
we
together.
we're the hive.
We collaborate. We work together.
We're the hive.
We're the hive.
Our podcast listeners are the hive.
No.
Our little bees. You guys are our little bees. in the most positive way possible.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. 20 join the hive. That doesn't suck though, because it's like kind of collaborating, like working
2025.
together.
Yikes! I'm really struggling here. I'm usually not too bad at this.
I know. 20 save a life.
Ooh,
Donate blood.
A good New Year's goal.
Everyone change your license to organ donor right now. That's how we're gonna do it. 20 save a life. No, and that's the thing is like when they record this episode, and I highly recommend you if you're not gonna listen to any of the rest of their stuff because it's wildly chaotic. It's 3 brothers that get submissions asking for advice, and all they do is give people ridiculously insane advice. It's hilarious.
We should give some advice.
I would love to. If you're not going to listen to the rest of it, that's fine. Just please listen to their naming of the year episodes because they all come in.
My brother,
like-
my brother, and I.
My brother, and me.
And me.
Yeah, my Bim Bam is what it is shortened
That's-
to. They also
okay.
have an actual play role-playing game podcast where it's them 3 and their dad. It's very good. It's called The Adventure Zone. Very good. Anyway, if you have some submissions for the naming of 2025, tell us because I don't think we're going to settle on one right now. I think we'll just think about it next week and come up with something next week.
We're gonna
too.
ponder. We're gonna ponder on that one.
I really like 20 Join the Hive. I'm not going to lie. It's like, to me, it's like an invitation to all people to come and we'll, as humans,
and listen
we'll work
to
together.
us talk.
No, not that. I was sorry. I was
Oh,
like, this
just
is for the
like-
world.
oh,
Like
for
when
the
we go on our live
world.
tours.
Not
This
for
is,
us.
Yeah, no, this is for the people. It's not for us specifically.
Okay.
20 Join the Hive is, hey, we're humans. Things can get sucky sometimes.
Let's get
all-
along.
yeah, let's be buds.
Why can't we just all get along?
Yeah. Why?
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't
We be friends.
Why?
Why can't you know that? You know what that song reminds me of?
No.
Is the movie The Bridge to Terabithia.
That's the worst movie
Have you ever
on the
seen
planet. I hate that movie.
There's like that
I don't
scene where
care.
they're like singing in class.
Yeah, and
she
then she
sings
dies.
that. No, wait, what? No, she doesn't. She doesn't die. The
Bridge-
teacher?
No, not the teacher, but the girl.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. My bad.
Yeah.
I should have said that first.
It's been out for like 20 years, so get over it.
I hate that movie. It's
really sad.
Yeah.
Really sad.
No, the thing about it that's so sad is it's so unexpected. You don't expect her to die.
No.
She just drowns and dies. And you're
Yeah.
like, as a kid, when I watched that, what year did that come out? Let's see how emotionally vulnerable Jaxon was
I
at that
think it came out.
time. Yeah, no, this is a fun game. Guess.
20. Oh man, it must have been like 2006 or 8 or something like that. Did you find out?
Yeah. Do you want to guess again?
Oh, I'm wrong.
You're not, though. You just skipped the one that it was.
Oh, 2007.
you
I was in,
bookended it.
I was given a range.
No, it
So.
came in 2007. I was 14. I was maybe 13. I was turning 14. I
Oh,
was
you were
a
a vulnerable
emotional boy.
Oh,
Fun fact
vulnerable
about
teenager.
Jaxon: if I didn't accidentally delete my Facebook from way back when, you'd be able to see all my super awesome pretend to be emo things that I would post, because I always wanted to be like the mysterious kid. But no, I was just talkative and happy to everyone. But I didn't hit puberty till I was like almost 16. Like, I was little and hairless for a very long time. And then 16, I finally hit it, and I was like, oh yeah, let's go.
Hairless.
Girls like me now. They did. But that's just because
Hey, little
I
mama.
had nice cars.
What's up, little mama?
Hey, little girl.
Hey, little mama.
Little girl. I hated I said that.
Don't say that ever
Hey,
again.
little mama.
Don't.
Do you remember Johnny Bravo?
What's up, little mama? Yeah, I knew about it. I didn't watch it though.
Cartoon Network back in the day was wild.
I didn't get Cartoon Network
that.
or Nickelodeon or the Disney Channel. I got PBS Kids.
That explains a lot. Hey guys, come here. Real quick.
My parents didn't
Your
let me
parents are
have those
smart.
fun
Your
channels.
Your parents were probably smart, because now I
no,
feel like
they
I
just
need
didn't want to pay.
entertainment.
They just didn't want to pay for cable.
That's not a bad thing.
But
PBS
to
had
a-
some jams on it.
But I was a kid.
What are some of your
needing
favorite shows from PBS?
some
Arthur.
entertainment.
I
liked
ate up
Arthur.
Like it was
Let's see.
breakfast. I loved Arthur.
What else was on there?
Reading Rainbow.
I think that kind of got phased out.
Reading Rainbow
before I was
a
really
little bit
watching
before
TV.
me too. Wasn't Bob Ross though?
Yeah,
Was he
dude.
on PBS?
Yeah, dude. Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
I'd watch Bob Ross Saturday mornings.
Have you read the theory that every painting that he painted was just a place that he hid a body?
Gosh, that's so stupid.
I know. I agree. I
So
believe that
stupid.
Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, and Steve Irwin are the three horsemen of the
The apocalypse.
of my childhood.
The apocalypse.
No, the good side of it, of like
good
the
side.
saving of humanity. Because Bob
Yeah.
Ross,
Who are they now?
they're dead.
No, who are the
I don't
saving-
know. I
I don't either.
I don't know who is someone that is. I mean, I'm not. This may get some backlash. I think Mr. Beast might be one.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I don't think he's a good person like those three were.
There's some
but
allegations out there.
That's fine. Everyone gets allegations now. Like, no one that gets famous has no allegations against them. That's just how it goes. But he's continually putting out stuff that is, one, usually pretty entertaining, and two, it actually usually helps people. Like, he does nice things for people sometimes. I don't know a lot of influencers that go out and do that, but I also don't know a lot of influencers because that's not my realm I live in. But apparently Mr. Beast is not one, because Scott disagreed with me.
I just am on the fence
Is it because
I'm
they
on the
didn't
fence.
accept you to be in Beast games?
a little bit.
There it is. We found it. Guys.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just like when I hear things, I just like
Believe it.
no, not always, but sometimes I'm like that could check out a little bit. There were a lot of allegations about the making of Beast games and
It being
there were
legit.
not that, but like there were a lot of contestants that basically came out and said how it was extreme, like it got very physical, and there were multiple cases of people like getting checked into the ER for injury, and I don't know what that would have been related to yet because not the whole season hasn't come out yet, so I wouldn't be able to. I've watched it, and I don't know where that would have taken place yet as far as injury goes, but I'm like interested to see like where could it have kind of come from.
Okay.
And so I get a little bit like, oh,
So is
interesting.
Amazon Prime or Mr. Beast being sued for this, or did they sign waivers and
Well,
things?
I'm sure they signed
So
waivers.
that's my
But,
question. Because I understand the allegations of like, hey, you made it too rough. Yes, we did sign waivers, but the way that you worded it didn't make it sound like we were going to jump off a cliff. Like,
I think there's some of it, and I need to do more research into like that side of it. There's other stuff. I think there's other things like just behind their company in general, but they also I think have been. There was like another creator that came out and was basically he had a long story about his experience, but basically said like a lot of his ideas were stolen by their team and put out onto YouTube. And he wasn't a part of the production of that, and he didn't get any type of payment or
yeah.
yeah.
That part of things I can understand. Not that they're
that's
a good
kinda,
thing.
That's kind of crummy.
That's a gross thing to do.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, not the flip side, on the other side of that, it's, I mean, if you have good ideas, what's the best way to put this?
Do you protect them?
You come out with the best tasting hamburger of all time. Do you talk about it and how to make it in front of the CEO of McDonald's?
No.
So
but
I know that it's not him.
Yeah.
He probably felt like he felt safe. They probably were his friend, probably did all these things, and then he felt stabbed in the back.
They like brought him out. They like basically were like brought him out because he like had applied to be on their team, on like their production team.
Yeah.
And they like flew him out to,
and so they were
their
nice
headquarters and everything
on the outside, and
they were like
on the inside.
Yeah.
They held.
They were
kind
of like, here, like we're gonna
okay.
like put you through like a few different questions and like throw out some ideas and stuff, and then they ended up like going another direction, but then they still used like his ideas that he came up with while he was there. And
isn't that a huge issue with Fortnite too? There's a lot of digital art creators.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I would not know.
So, Mr. Beast, we don't have angry or loving feelings towards you.
We're just pretty neutral.
Yeah, you create content that sometimes we watch. There you go.
He's not gonna watch any of this.
But like Fortnite, so I found out one thing that I read is there's a lot of digital art creators that create like just random characters. Like they'll create different characters wearing certain suits of armor, different things, this, that, or the other thing. And it's one of the reasons why Fortnite has had a lot of like popular brand skins you can get now. It's because when they started, they would just find stuff online that no one had copyright over, and they would take them and design them and put them in the game. And because these people just made them and put them online, a lot of the like Reddit, for example, if you put something on Reddit, you're basically giving away your rights to the ownership of it. It's part of their terms and conditions when you do stuff. If you post on there, it's not theirs, but it's no longer yours. It is open source. You can use it. And that's what was happening with Fortnite right at the beginning. That's why I've never played Fortnite. That's not why I've never played Fortnite.
I played it one time.
I played
honestly.
PUBG once.
I'm not a gamer.
I'm not either. We did just download Hogwarts Legacy. It's really fun. It's really fun.
You're into it. Huh?
I'll be a gamer. I take that back. Maybe I was a gamer. I don't know. I've never owned a PC. Never gamed on a PC before. I've been a console gamer. I had an Xbox 360, but I only ever played story mode on everything. And I think it's because I have a hard time reading, and so I get to be interacting in a story as it's going. And so I would play all these different games that had very long campaigns, so I could immerse myself into it. And so then we started Harry Potter, and that's why I'm like, maybe that's why I like it, because I haven't done it in a long time. Also Mario Kart. Yeah. Mario Kart's a good one.
I never gotten super into the Nintendo world.
It's okay.
But I had like a phase in like in my teenage years where I would play Call of Duty and stuff, but it was a phase.
I didn't like Call of Duty.
It was
I liked Halo. You were one or the other. It's like you weren't allowed to be both.
I played it. I played Halo one time.
One time.
Yeah, it was at a friend's house.
I played Call of Duty quite a bit when my friends just wanted to play that, and I was there, and I didn't like it as much. For weird reasons. I thought I was some type of purist, I guess. Like they're like, "Why do you play Halo?
You didn't like the
so
blood.
Realistic." I'm like,
you didn't like the blood.
No, the blood doesn't bother me. Like
it's taking of a human life.
No, not even that. Like I don't care about that either. Like, YOLO, brat. Just kidding. No, like in Halo, it's based in like 2300 something. And they're like, it's so unrealistic. I'm like, but is it? Like, look how advanced we are now. Give us 300 more years. Is it really that off to think maybe we have powered suits of armor and genetically modified humans? Is it really that off to feel that way? Or in Call of Duty, can you get shot in the stomach with a 50 cal sniper and keep playing? Like, which one is unrealistic? And then I go off this huge tangent, and they'd be like, yeah, whatever. Call of Duty is more realistic, more fun. I'm like, you have your game. That's fine. And then they're like, my favorite's zombies. I'm like, okay, we're really going to talk about realism now? Like, your favorite version of it. Anyway, who are they then?
I get that.
Who are the three? Who are your three horsemen?
Oh gosh. Well, maybe that's just the trouble nowadays. It's like we don't
have a guiding light.
We don't have
like
them.
Steve Irwin. Have you seen the huge Reddit thread about Steve Irwin getting killed by the stingray?
No.
It's basically someone saying, do you think it was awkward when the stingray finally died? Because according to All Dogs Go to Heaven, All Animals Go to Heaven, do you think it was awkward when Steve Irwin met the stingray that killed him?
Oh my
and
gosh.
someone posted underneath an all cast said, don't you dare disgrace Steve Irwin like that. He would have ran up to that stingray and said, sorry, I spooked you, mate. I didn't mean to. I'm glad you're here now. And then underneath, like 4 people are like, we didn't deserve Steve Irwin. The human race did not deserve him.
No.
Now he has a son that is exactly like him, that is doing all the same stuff, restored his dad's old dirt bike, drives around the zoo that they work at. Like,
wow.
I enjoy that kind of media.
Wow. That's cool.
Who's someone that you look at that you're like, man,
oh man,
you bring me joy?
I mean, I have people that like I said, I'm a YouTube guy. So
you're not a gamer.
I'm not a YouTuber.
You're a streamer?
I just like to watch YouTube, content.
You're a
on
consumer.
YouTube. Yeah.
Content consumer.
Sometimes I create it, but not all the time.
I really liked his video. You did look at it. It's very good. I liked it a lot. That's not me just saying that. I very much enjoyed watching it.
Thank you.
One day we will go to Japan where we will go very deep in depths on some of the questions that I have about it. But we're not going to do that right now. Watch it.
Not now. But, yeah, I have like YouTubers that I watch that are chill.
The people that you really like, just chill guys.
That I really enjoy watching, but they're not like they're not people that like the whole world knows and
no, but they're people
appreciates as much as they should.
There's someone there that you think has a positive effect on you and anyone else that they're interacting with. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. Steve Irwin, Bob Ross, and Mr. Rogers were. I don't know anyone like that. That's famous right now.
I know. That's so unfortunate.
I can't stop coughing.
Yeah, you need to stop.
I'm dying.
I'm gonna have to take all those coughs out.
I'm so sorry. I have one stuck. Just pause.
Do you want to play a game now?
I do really badly want to play this game.
Okay, we're going to play a game.
What's it called?
It's called Whisper Challenge.
Explain the rules.
Here's the Whisper Challenge. So, we've got a pair of headphones. There's probably a lot of people have seen this or heard this. It's probably going to be more entertaining for people to watch, but that's okay.
We have a lot of YouTube subscribers.
Tons, yeah. So Jackson's going to go first.
I have a really big head, so I have
to adjust this down. And basically, we're going to play some music.
Feel nice.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm going to tell you right now, I can barely hear you, and there's not even music playing. I don't even know if I turned these on yet. I didn't.
They're probably they're probably on,
Does that
but
mean on?
Yeah,
it's a very dim light.
Basically, we're going to play some music through the headphones, and I'm going to give Jackson some phrases, and he's going to try to guess what I'm saying. He's only going to be able to read my lips. So, ready? Okay. Happy accident.
Ambulance.
Okay.
Ambulance. It's so loud. I need to turn it down.
Turn it down.
Oh, that's better.
Okay.
Say it again.
Happy accident.
Apple dance.
Happy.
Epic. Apple.
Happy
dance.
Accident.
Happy actions.
Close. Accident.
Your mouth isn't moving very much.
Accident.
Happy activities.
Close. Accident. Accident.
Happy
we're gonna,
accidents.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move on. All right.
This is so hard.
Yeah. Secret. Handshake.
Entry.
No. Handshake.
Secret entropy.
Handshake.
Secret entrium.
No. Gonna move on.
Moving on.
Yeah. Awkward silence.
Hollow tether.
Awkward.
Hollywood.
Awkward.
Hollywood.
Awkward.
Hot water.
No. Awkward.
Hollywood.
Awkward.
I don't know what you're
silence.
saying.
Awkward silence. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm
okay.
really bad at this.
Chicken
Chicken.
Dance.
Dance.
Yeah, there you go.
Chicken
Okay,
dance.
okay, very good. So we got the first one and the fourth one. Hot.
Oxen.
Hot.
Hot.
Mess.
Mess.
Yes, very good.
Hot mess.
Yes.
Hot mess.
Epic.
Hippie.
No. Epic. Epic.
Epic.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Epic. Okay.
Fail.
Epic fail.
Yes, yes.
That's throwback when I was a
Okay,
teenager.
one more.
Uno más.
Monkey.
Butts.
Monkey.
Butt party? You just said butt party. What did you say?
Monkey. Business.
Business.
This is the second word, yeah. Monkey. Business.
Political business.
No. Monkey. Monkey.
Monkey business.
Yes, yeah, very good.
All right.
I've got quite a few here.
Hey, guys.
I have quite a lot of.
Do you know them all?
No.
Okay.
I got them from the internet and I just copied and pasted them.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Are you checking them off as you do them? Oh my gosh, there's 700 of them.
We need some music.
Oh, it's going. Give me a sec.
Oh.
Let's do Avatar State.
Wow, it's an ambiance right there.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
A little bit higher. I can kind of hear you. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you were right. that's good. Good. Moving that away. All right. Ready? Ice cream
Ice cream.
for
Ford.
breakfast. Ice cream Ford. Ice cream
Ice cream
for
for dinner.
breakfast. Breakfast. Ice cream for
Start
breakfast.
at the beginning.
Ice cream for breakfast.
Ice cream for breakfast.
There it is.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah. Spicy
Spicy.
salsa.
Salsa.
Nice. That was first time. Okay. Jumbo.
Dumbo. Jumbo.
Jumbo shrimp.
Shrimp.
Nice.
I knew it. I knew.
I'm proud of you. Oh gosh, some of them get really long. Oof. Okay. Silly.
Silly.
Hat. Hat.
Actor.
No. No.
Silly goose.
No.
Silly.
Silly. Hat. Hat.
As.
Nope. Silly.
Hat.
There
Silly
we-
hat. It's not. It's
know.
not. You can't
That's
just give me clues.
That's
like
not the hard one though.
that. You can't give me clues.
Connoisseur.
I can hear you though. I need a new song. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Silly hat connoisseur.
Oh wait, we're not done yet. Silly
Hat.
as.
Oh. Earlier, the same one. Fine. Never mind. Skip. Okay. Oh crap. Pizza
Pizza.
delivery.
Delivery.
Yes.
Man.
Mishaps.
Pizza delivery man.
No. Mishaps.
Caps.
Mishaps.
Pizza
Delivery.
delivery.
Mishaps. Mishaps.
I don't know what the last one is.
All right, one more. That's so long. Like, I
Hi.
no, I can
N-
and oh crap. Speak.
Creamy.
Oh god.
I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on.
Take him off.
What happened?
You so confidently screamed the word creamy. And I can't get past it.
Ninja creamy.
So take this back. I was trying to say I can speak fluent gibberish, and you went, creamy. There's some hard ones in there.
I can speak fluent gibberish?
Dude, there's some hard ones. Earlier, silly hat connoisseur.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just silly hat.
No, you got silly.
Oh. I thought it was silly hat.
Silly as goose.
I thought once I got hat, we were moving on.
Oh, crap. That was killing me.
It's a good game.
That's a really funny game.
It's a fun one.
I can't with the creamy, man. You just
creamy.
You looked me dead in the eye and went, creamy. It was awesome. So good. Anyway, that's a fun game. Thank you for that.
It's not bad, eh?
It's not as good. That's way better than my games I've made.
What's your game?
Oh, I didn't make a game today.
Oh, no,
I did all the games of movies and stuff because that's what I know most about.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
So what?
Creamy. Sorry.
It'll be fun to go back and listen to that.
Oh, my eyes are watering. That was really funny.
What are your goals this year?
Crap. All right. Would you like to tell your goals first? Because I have a weirdly hot take on New Year's resolutions and goals.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I mean,
I'm not going to diminish your goals.
Okay,
I'm
here's
just
the
going to
thing.
tell you how I do it.
But I have to go get it over there. I'll try to remember some of them. But basically, we do a bingo board. So
Scott Lyle's bingo board. We
have a bingo board of the year where you put down. It's 25 things.
5 by 5.
And so
you get 25.
Yeah.
Do you get a free space?
Yeah.
What is on the free space? Does it just say free space?
It's turn 28.
Whoa.
Because of course I'm gonna turn 28. Unless I die before then.
This dude's
then nothing's gonna get done.
You're
but
gonna be
anyway.
28.
Yeah, isn't that terrible? So anyway, you fill out a goal per box, and when you get it, and then you mark it off, and then if you get a bingo, then it's really cool, and maybe you have some sort of reward for yourself, or
what kind of reward?
Someone else has a reward. I don't know. I've never actually
I've never gotten bingo.
Come up
so I don't
with
know what I've won.
I think I've gotten a bingo one time.
What?
I think in 2023 I got a bingo, but
is on your bingo card be a salesman for commit?
Yeah,
it should be.
Yeah, of course.
It's a pretty easy one.
I could add that actually. Yeah.
I do have to say this is so sidebar, and if you weren't there, sorry. You were the first person that has asked Michaela and asked to see it and talk about it.
What?
To her, yeah. And I was really appreciative of you doing that. I need to
well,
say it from friend to friend. That was a really, really cool thing that you did.
Thank you. No, but I wanted to see it.
Yeah, I know. I knew where your brain was, but I also knew where her brain was while you were doing that. That's really... I
thought it was cool.
Really cool thing that you did.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right, I did my 2025 goal. Be sincere on a compliment.
Be sincere. Oh, do you do a sincere compliment each day? Is that your goal?
No.
Oh, just one for the year?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, you're better than most Americans.
I'm an overachiever.
You've gotten your New Year's goal done
yesterday.
The second day of the year.
I know, but I quit yesterday, so I lost it. But I got it. That's not my New Year's goal. So tell us some of them.
So some of them. Turn
28.
For example.
Commit salesman.
I have one of them is read an educational book. I had that on for last year, and I forgot to do it. So I'll do that.
One educational book or one per month?
No, just one.
Smart.
Just one.
Really
I need to.
Realistic.
If I didn't do it at all last year, there's no way I can make myself do one a month.
I can't read
for the whole year.
One book in a month.
You can't read?
I lied. My dad. I mean, I can read. My dad did give all of his children. Have you heard of Storyworth?
No.
How old are your parents?
They are 74 and 66
Golly,
or something like that.
Are that old.
They're pretty old. They're getting up there.
They're
both
pretty
60.
old. And I'm the youngest.
They're up there.
My dad this last year got a present from my mom called Storyworth, where once a week they email you a question.
Oh.
And you answer. And all the questions are what are some things you remember about your mom? Or what's one of your favorite childhood memories? And he writes it all down.
That's cool.
I love my dad so much. Pretty sure he may have had them print the shortest Storyworth because that's not him. He's not a sit down, type everything out. He'll tell you the whole story in person, but I'm almost done with it. And I got it last week, and that'll tell you how short it is. But he puts pictures in there. It's very nice. But if you have Like, do your parents do journals? Are they journalers?
Not really. I think on trips, my dad is actually good at like documenting each day of their like trip that they went on.
That's really cool.
Which is kind of neat. Yeah, but not like a everyday kind of journal.
You should consider getting them Storyworth for Christmas next year, because at the end of the year, you have the opportunity to just save it as like a PDF or have them print it, and they'll send you a hard copy. Ooh. And my hard copy is of my dad in that picture of him in Hawaii with his hair is like all crazy. It's awesome. It's a really cool present.
That is cool.
That was.
I like that.
Random thought. It's also a really cool news resolution to have, because they send you stuff and you just do it. It's a lot less accountability on your part to think of something and do it. It's like given to you. Anyway,
that's a good idea.
Read an educational book.
I should do something like that. Let's see. Another one is to go camping. Which
just once
we could go bushcrafting.
That counts as camping.
Okay.
It's epic camping.
Bushcraft / camping.
Yes.
At least once.
At least once.
Go to the doctor for a checkup.
Oof.
I haven't been to the doctor in a really long time.
Me either.
It's pretty bad.
I'm 31.
When's the last time for you?
For a checkup?
Just to the doctor.
Oh, I went to the doctor this last year.
Oh, okay. So I haven't.
I sprained my ankle.
Oh, that's true.
And then before that, I got... How far do we want to go? About once a year, water gets in my ear and my earwax swells up and I can't get it out without going to the doctor. No. And both times, last 2 years, I've gone on Father's Day because it got so bad.
Wow.
And I've had to go. Yeah, it swells up the earwax in my. I overproduce earwax, which is some people have it, some people don't.
That's fun.
And one of my daughters does, and when I go in the water, if I'm not careful and water gets in my ear, it swells up really big. And they have to flush it out and pour a bunch of warm water in, and it's really annoying. And the last 2 years on Father's Day, I've ended up in the urgent care getting my ear flushed.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, right. Let's camping, educational.
What else? What else do I have on there?
These are all really attainable goals.
And so that's why there are a lot of them, because like they're usually things you can do. And then
what's your most unrealistic
you get them done?
I know your most unrealistic one, but that's not safe for podcasting.
Buy a house.
Buy a house? That's your most unrealistic?
That's my probably most unrealistic one I have on there right now.
Can I challenge you to do one thing? Can you change that word from unrealistic to untimely?
It's untimely, but also like lofty. It's just lofty.
It's there. It's one of those things that's like you want to do it, but you also know it's not a small task.
No.
Yeah. No, I get that.
It's lofty.
Because everyone's like, yeah, there's no good time to buy a house. I'm like, that's the biggest crock of bull crap I've ever heard in my life. There are plenty of good times to buy a house and even more bad times to buy a house.
Yeah.
And so, no, I get that one.
That's the truth.
If that's your hardest one,
I think it probably is.
Rad, dude. I think it is sick.
Yeah. I also want to just implement some better, healthier habits for myself in the way of my eating and my activity. So.
Can I tell you a cool fun fact?
Yeah.
Just make your wife do it, and then you just end up also doing it.
That's true.
I've eaten healthier in the last 2, maybe 3 years of my life than I have my entire life, because Michaela can't do over amounts of sugar, so I don't, because if it's not there, I'm just not going to eat it. So she doesn't.
Oh, I mean, I'll just take it into my own hands. I'll go get some.
See. That's a lot of work for me. I don't want to do it because I'm gone. I'm gone at work, and then I go home. I get the time with the girls, and then by the time I'm like craving sugar, it's like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go somewhere to get something. I just would rather sit here. That's where we're different. Apparently,
that's fair.
That's fine. Yeah. But the eating healthy thing, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
It's hard.
It's not.
It is hard. Eating healthy is hard.
Eating healthy. Okay, I'll take that back. I don't eat healthy. I need to be very clear. I eat healthier. I saw what I was eating and how much I was eating, and I was like, I can do better. And I've done better, and I felt way better. And I could probably still improve it now, but I'm not unhappy or feel gross by the way that I consume food now or eat. Like that. Fun. This is fun because you weren't there for that, but you were, and so is Brittany. Hey, Britt. My sandwich I just ate, that like 6-incher dude.
Yeah.
That guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 years ago, I would have eaten 2 of them and been totally stoked and happy about my life.
Yeah, I would have gotten more than that, too.
I didn't even finish it, and I'm like, I'm full, I'm good. I've cut my portions down because I was like, I just don't need to eat that much. Eating healthy is a weirdly okay, I'm not going to say healthy. Eating healthier is a weirdly attainable goal, and I love that you have it on there because you don't have to change your whole effing diet. Like, you can look at one thing and just be like, okay, I don't need that.
Yeah. Well, mainly I want to try to take out more sugar because I eat a lot of sugar. I should
awesome.
not.
It's so good.
Should not eat as much. I love it so much, but I need to cut that back. So I want to limit that as well as things that are high in fat and
bad fat.
Just like bad fat.
Yeah.
And then and just try to implement some more vegetables and fruits.
You get that?
Yeah, that's kind of more it. And then I want to try to cut out soda as well, because I think as far as like the sugar and calories and stuff, they say like shouldn't drink them because it's just so easy to drink.
You can
drink sugar and drink
like
calories.
Sodas.
Yeah, and so if you cut that out, it really helps to limit that significantly. I mean, I'm not a health expert. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just feel like those things would be good to do.
I think it's safe to say to eat healthier is easier than to eat healthy because everybody's body's so different. I have a coworker. She's fantastic. Shout out to Danny. If you're listening, you're probably not. This last year, she lost 135 pounds.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. And
that is very impressive.
She found a diet that her body responded to well, and she stuck with it, and she worked hard on it, and she had close friends that tried it too, stuck with it hard, and it didn't work for them. And so I think it's a weird...
dedication.
It's a weird thing to figure out what your body responds well to. And so when I started doing less sugar, my body was like, keep going. Please. Try harder. Do more.
I honestly, like at a certain point, because I've done like no sugar challenges with family before, and it's like interesting because at a certain point, when you do cut it out, you get to this point where like you don't care as much to have sugar.
No, but when you've been having it, you want it more.
Well, I mean, the more you have sugar, the more you're going to crave it, and the more you're going to become like, I need it.
So
or
when
I want
you
it.
Cut that sugar, did
but
you
when
eat
you
fruits?
cut it,
or did you
fruit?
Like,
yeah,
because fruit has just
natural
sugar.
Natural sugar is fine.
So you're fine with that. So like agave as like a sweetener instead of sugar or whatever, or like honey to sweeten things.
Okay. Natural sugars are like not it, like when you're taking out added sugars, that's really what helps the most, I think.
The sugariest
because like your body needs sugar to some extent.
Does. Oh yeah, it helps.
But when
all the other stuff,
when you take out
the
unnecessary sugar,
the most sugary thing I eat is peanut butter. Peanut butter is my favorite snack. It's my favorite food. I love peanut butter so much.
Wow, you really cut it out.
I don't eat sugar. And it's weird because I mean I don't know. I like boiling it down. Like I eat sugar substitutes. Like I drink Coke Zero. I love Coke Zero, but one of my things in the last like 3 months is like I'm just gonna drink less of it because, dude, I was drinking like 3 44-ounces a day. Like I was pounding it. Yeah, and that's a lot. I was also drinking like 3 Red Bulls a day early last year.
Oof.
I was drinking a ton of them, and I did it because I actually like the taste of them. I'm like, these are good. I want to drink them. They make me happy.
They do taste good.
It was bad, man. I was jittery, and I didn't even realize it till I saw myself on camera. I'm like, why am I shaking so much? I'm like, oh, it's because I'm just putting the 3 Red Bulls and 3 44 ounces of Coke Zero,
dude,
in that same day.
That's a lot of caffeine.
And so I figured I'm just not going to do Red Bull. I'm like, I'm just going to get rid of it. And I did. And I'll still drink one when I'm really tired. Like if the girls have a rough night or if we had a big day the day before and I'm just zonked, I'll drink a Red Bull. And it does its job. It turns out if you don't drink 3 a day, it does what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
And so I'm realizing now that I don't have a hard time just cutting stuff. Like,
you're such an adult.
No.
You're so mature.
I think I get to a point where I'm like, that's not what I need. I'd rather have this. And so I push my addictions to a point of this is stopping me from there. And so get rid of it. And that's probably the least healthy way to deal with addictions. But like, I'm not going to stop drinking Coke Zero.
You go to the max and then...
I haven't had one today.
That's good.
Usually by now I've had 2.
Wow.
And possibly a can of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Oh, man, I love Baja Blast. Okay, but what's your hot take on goals?
I don't like New Year's resolutions. I I like to look at myself at the end of every month and think, what did I do that worked and what did I do that didn't? And this last year, I did that. I was like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to just, at the end of every month, I'm going to go, what was a good thing that I did this month that helped me in blank category? And I'll break it down to being a dad, being a husband, being a friend, being a dependable assistant. I'm not going to be an assistant this year. I'm an associate loan officer, but I can turn that to being a dependable work partner. And then my last one was being, what was it? Being being there for my family. I love my family a lot. I'm going to say most people do. My thing is my family. Love my family. My sister came in town for Christmas time. Her name's Chelsea. I call her Chach. We call it Chachapalooza. It is nonstop go, go, go. My daughter, my oldest, Sophie, she cried the day they left. She was so sad that they were going to be gone because it's just constant fun. And the end of this year, I sat down to myself and said, what did I do this year that worked? One of my biggest ones is I joined this networking group called ENO, Empowerment Network Organization. Me and my boss joined 2 different ones in the same organization representing our business. And the group that I'm a part of is some of the most dynamic, entertaining, fun groups I've ever been a part of. We meet every Thursday morning at 8 or 8:15 at La Madeleine in Santan.
Yeah.
And every Thursday morning, I have to wake up earlier than I do the rest of the week. I don't want to go. I think of every reason I shouldn't go, and I drag myself there. And at the end of every Thursday, I'm like, I can't believe I didn't want to be there. And so I'm continuing that this year. But the one thing that I looked back and realized I didn't do anything of, and this is where the hot take comes in, because if I were to back any sort of News resolutions, it would be yours and Brittany's style. You write them down.
Yeah.
You do a bingo list, and it is...
Put it on the fridge.
It is achievable tasks. When someone says, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, every week this year, I go, no, you're not. I'm not. You're going to try. And if you do, good on you. But you're going to have things that happen. You're going to have vacation. You're going to have work. You're going to have things that are going to stop you from doing that. It's an unrealistic, weird goal to set. But if you say, I want to go to the gym as much as I can with the time that I am allowed, then that's a more realistic one for me.
It's not very measurable, though.
That's what I enjoy. I don't want a measurable item. Because once you put a measurable item on it, the one time you miss it, you failed, you lose, you're done. You lost. It's over. But if you put If you put a non-measurable but life beneficial goal on it, then you're good. Like, I'm going to try to go to the gym more is a really, really good.
But that's so vague.
It's very vague. But that's how my brain works. Vague. That's why it's my hot take. And that's why I said if I'm going to back anything, it's going to be your guys. I keep touching the mic and now I can't stop.
Stop touching.
I'm the worst. But that's why I back your guys' because it's not setting you up for failure.
No, but they're all measurable.
Yes, but they're all measurable tasks. Saying, like, let's say you said, I'm going to try to be healthier. I'm going to eat healthier by cutting out more sugar, introducing more vegetables. That's measurable, but it's not.
More isn't measurable.
But it's closer to measurable than just saying, I'm going to eat healthy. Yeah. I'm going to eat healthier. Yeah. You're putting in spots that make it achievable in a way that you feel comfortable. That's really what it comes down to for me. I feel like resolutions and goals have turned into this thing where people are going to do and say outrageous things because that's the way we've been programmed to do. When in reality, we need to look at ourselves and go, what are the things that truly will benefit us and how can we set them up so that when we achieve them, we feel good and it doesn't matter if we checked off every box we said we were going to. That's my hot take.
I think that's probably just going to be something that will work well for others and some.
Yeah, no,
some
for
that
sure.
Will not work well.
Yeah,
for
no,
other
it
people.
won't. Like mine this year is really hard to measure. It's impossible. It's ADHD in its truest form. This podcast started because I had an ADHD thought of us doing a podcast to get to know each other. And you did the thing that I have learned I need to do, where it was, all right, let's get together, let's make these plans, let's do these things, I would have fizzled out and it would have turned into nothing. But you made me realize if I use that momentum right then and I get enough steps done, I can't stop. It'll just happen. And so that's what happened when we went to dinner. We did the planning. We came up with a name or whatever. I included someone that wouldn't let me, or not wouldn't let me, you would have let me do whatever, but that I felt like I couldn't back out from. My goal this year is to, when I have ideas for work, when I have ideas for my house, when I have ideas for my family, I'm going to take that momentum immediately and do a couple steps into it so that I can't backtrack.
Well, that's pretty measurable.
Yes and no. Because when I sit there and go, I'm going to gain 4 more realtors this year, I don't know how I'm going to do that. So I don't know how I'm going to measure it. I don't know how I'm going to get there. And hopefully, I get 4 more realtors. 4. Yeah, hopefully I get 4 realtors.
4 is the measurement.
But if I get 2, I'm going to be stoked out of my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be so happy about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't measure my success rate on reaching that. If I hit 4, awesome. 4 is my max. Dude, I can't explain to you how hard it is to get realtors to work with you. It's so hard. But I love my realtors. I do. And all of them. Anyway, my goal is to take those ideas or the things that I am doing and implement it and honestly, when I really thought about it, it was because of the way that you helped me get this moving. I started it this last year. I started it with a class that I want to do with some of the people in my networking group about once every other month. You're brand new out of high school or brand new out of college. You don't know what the next steps are. It's financial wellness, first time home buying, and insurance class where you get to just go and just for 1 hour, you get to actually hear the things from professionals in the field on what you can do to make those things easier and more digestible than going, should we buy a house? I don't know. Oh man, who should we talk to? Rocket Mortgage? Okay. And then you just get swept under the rug because Rocket Mortgage doesn't care. They're robots. So it's like, because, and this is getting weird, but it's because the way that you handled moving it forward, this podcast, it made me realize I need to just do 2 or 3 steps when I first think of it.
There you
because
go.
I can't back out of it.
There you go.
My goal is to do that. Yeah.
There you go.
I
need to set more. I have a few more that I need to write down, but basically I need to make more plans to and alter some of them so that they are, because if it's not measurable for me, my brain will just say like,
you and my wife are the exact same
like,
in that scenario.
Like I could say, oh, I want to eat more fruits and vegetables. But for me, more doesn't mean anything.
Like I had a carrot.
More means I ate an apple today, and I don't usually eat apples.
F you past me.
So
Like,
whatever.
no.
But if I say like I want to eat X amount of grams of protein each day,
that's a good way.
That is measurable because I know that I'm getting more protein in. Or I want.
Are you doing a minimum amount of it?
I want to eat 3 fruits or vegetables a week, and then that's measurable.
What's your favorite
vegetable?
vegetable?
My brain has to have measurements.
What's your favorite vegetable?
My vegetable. Recently, I've been I would say recently, over the last year or so, I've really enjoyed cooking spinach. With some garlic and salt and pepper.
Good food, though.
It actually is really good.
Yeah, that's good for you too.
Yeah.
Do you like squash or zucchini at all?
No.
Okay. Neither did Michaela, and then I made her try, and she's like, "Well, that's good." And so we roast squash and zucchini all the time.
Nope.
Never
liked it.
With your goal for protein, you have like a minimum?
Well, I mean,
because reaching a certain amount of protein is pretty easy,
I guess. But the thing with the protein is that if I want to try to become physically more fit,
sexy AF,
then I need to implement a correct amount of protein in order to get that. And so the recommendation is that, let's say I am 160 pounds and I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle. Okay, let's say. Then I need to have 1 gram of protein per pound that I want to weigh. So I need to have 170 grams of protein each day. And so
can I tell you
that's
something?
One implementation.
That is an obscene amount of protein.
It is.
No,
it's doable though.
That's
doable.
when we were, so which is probably happening again this year. Just prepare yourself. 2020, join the hive. We might be going to Cancun, Mexico again, and you guys will be going. When I was prepping for that, I got lucky because I hate the gym. I can say that confidently. I super hate being there. But I got to go with our buddies, Andrew and Zach, and they held me accountable in going. And when I was actually working out and actually eating, like I wanted to be X amount of weight, and I found out I was supposed to eat that amount of protein a day. And I was like, holy,
it's doable.
Butts.
It's doable.
Like, it's doable. And then we signed up for, what's it called? It's where they deliver meat to your house.
Just meat?
Oh yeah, like
I don't know.
Like steak. It's Butcher Box. There it is.
Oh, okay.
So we signed up for Butcher Box because one of our biggest issues was figuring out what we both wanted to eat for dinner when we're not together all day. And texting is good, yeah, but then one of us gets frustrated because we don't want to talk to the other person about food, and it's usually me. I hate planning food. Sorry, Michaela, I love you. You're not listening to this. We started doing Butcher Box, and I'm like, oh dang, I'm eating a steak every night, and that's a crap ton of protein.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about
pretty
it.
good. Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. And then my buddy and his brothers started I should ask them if they want us to sponsor them. They want to sponsor us. They started a supplement website called Ambition Nutrition, and he sent me. He's like, dude, just do this. Like, just use this protein powder. It's very good. It's grass fed. It's good for you. And I looked. I'm like, dang, one scoop is like 40 grams. And so I'd have one every morning, and then I'd have one after I worked out, and that was already 80 grams of protein, and then I'd implement everything else. And so I think I think that math, and that's funny because you said you wanted to have a certain amount of protein. My immediate thought was, well, how much do you want to weigh? Like, how much do you want to weigh? Because that's how much protein you have. And then you explained it, and I was like, man, I thought that was the only one that knew that.
I'm the only
one
one
that knew it. Not the only one that knew it, but I was like, because I've talked to other people about it. They're like, no, that's wrong. And I'm like, I don't think it is. Like, I've researched it.
That's how it is. But I have a friend that did his first bodybuilding show
sexy friend.
last month. And he's very dedicated to his craft, and he works out all the freaking time. And just he loves it though. Like it's his thing.
How do you feel about it?
Working out?
Yeah, going to the gym.
If I get into the gym once, I'm like, okay,
you remember?
I can do this.
You have like memories of this feels good.
And then I'm like, all right, cool. I can go again. And then once I get into that routine, I'm like, this is what I do, and it's fine. And I'm not like dying to get in there and be like, yes, I'm so excited to go to the gym today.
Get jammed. Let's go.
But
look at my muscles.
I know that when I do it, I feel better, and that I am more confident in myself. I'm stronger. I usually feel healthier. I don't get as sick as much, you know.
You look real nice.
I don't like, you know, it's just, everyone knows it's beneficial to be healthy.
Yeah, working out is good for you.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
So I do feel good about it. But I'm not like dying to get in there. But my friend, he like, he's my coworker actually, but he takes probably like 200 to 300 grams of protein a day. So much.
What?
So
does he
much
eat a lot of chicken?
Yes,
and
he has a
fish?
lot of chicken and rice. He has a lot of protein shakes, protein bars. Like,
see, I have a hard
healthy.
time with that aspect because I love food.
Yeah,
I love tacos. They're not great for working out.
No. It's not the worst thing.
No,
in the
it's
world,
not.
but...
Like if you do corn tortilla and you're careful about it, and you don't eat 8 like I like to. I don't eat 8 tacos, 4 usually. Well, depends on the taco. Street tacos for you.
What's the next part of what
that's for me? That's the hardest part. Like when I was working out with Andrew and Zach, we were going 3 times a week, which was huge for me. By the way, that was a lot of times.
That is a good amount of time.
And I started noticing I was denser. My muscles felt heavier.
Yeah.
And I did not change in weight at all. Because I would lose it in the chubbier parts that I showed you earlier when I showed you how one of my fake tattoos transferred onto my side.
Yeah.
That would transfer into other parts of me. I did not fluctuate more than 5 pounds.
Well, there's more into it. There's more that goes into health than just working
out.
Oh,
very much so. And I was still eating like I normally did. And so it's like,
that's the problem.
If I cut out the things that I love to do, like eat the special foods, then I probably would have lost weight quicker and I would have been good. But for me, I didn't feel like I needed to. I felt healthy. I felt good. I felt great with the workout. My biggest thing now is I hate going by myself. I hate going by myself.
I like to go by myself.
Really? We're so different. I love this podcast
like
so
if
much.
if I went into a gym and there's no one there and I'm just by myself, that's amazing. I would love that.
I don't want to. I wouldn't care if there's people there or not. I don't like arriving alone. I like to work out with someone. That was my favorite part, was working out with Zach and Andrew. Was we would have a routine and we would each do it, and you'd have your heavy lifting, break, heavy lifting, break, next thing, and we'd all do it, and we'd all take turns doing that machine. And it was cool because by the time you got to go again, you had a rest, but you were still feeling it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Welcome to our health. What is it? What is it?
Health
Ambition podcast.
No,
where
we're
we
not
talk about
turning it into a health
the
podcast.
things that we want to try that we just haven't yet, like working out at a decent amount.
We'll see how that goes this year. We'll see how that goes. But we hope that you have some goals that you've set. And if you
tell
don't,
us.
And if you don't, that's okay.
Ooh.
If you're like Jackson and you don't like New Year's resolutions, that's
It's
okay
not
too.
that I don't like New Year's resolutions.
You said it earlier.
I dislike.
I'll replay it for everybody.
That's fine. You can replay it all you want. I change it now to what I say now. And what I say now is I dislike New Year's resolutions that you feel you have to set because that's how it's been portrayed your whole life. You're supposed to have this. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do it that way. For me, it was always, how many times a week are you going to do this? And my first thought is always, I don't know. What if I go on vacation? Or like, what if I'm somewhere else? Or what if I get hurt? What if this happens? What if that happens? The moment I miss it once, I have failed my New Year's resolution.
Why don't you just set it really low, and then when you do it more, you feel really good?
Because then there's still an opportunity for me to miss that really low one.
But you can make it so low that it's like,
so like once a month. Once a month.
Sure.
I already missed that. I haven't gone once a month. I haven't gone to the gym or done anything. No, and that's again.
But once you
that's
do,
my weird hot take, and that's me.
It's crazy good.
The quantifiable follow up for me is where I struggle. I think it might also be because I don't like. I don't know, being told what I'm supposed to do. And my whole life
by yourself. They're your goals. You set them.
No,
yourself.
they are my goals, but there's
no one's telling you.
There are predetermined ways that I'm supposed to set goals because that's how I was taught. That's on me, because the way I was taught was you set your goal, you do everything you can to reach that goal, and that's the only thing that matters. That's not how my brain has ever worked, just ever. I love small tasks with a start and a finish.
Yeah.
I love small tasks with a start and a finish. But when it's like, hey, what are you going to do in 2025? I'm like, I'm going to try to be the best dad I can be. I'm going to try to be a really good husband, try to be a really good friend. Like, those are the things that are the most important to me. And then you sprinkle like, hey, you go to the gym sometimes. That's great. That's a win for me. And so I'm going to keep focusing on the things I focused on last year, which was those 5 categories I told you. But then add on the continue my momentum. Because I honestly think that if I do that, I will grow more than if I set a do this goal. And that's just me. And I know that's just me. It's always been just me. I get this reaction 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Because that's who I am. And I love it. But I will say I am considering talking to Michaela and maybe doing a bingo board.
Just do
because
it.
all the things
all
the things you said were, they're just tasks to be done. I know.
See, at the very beginning, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff.
25 tasks is like, twice a month,
like,
and
look
then
at
one
them.
extra.
They're not that bad. And you're like, oh. Okay.
No, you're listing them. I'm like, I can go to the doctor. I could do that. I could eat vegetables.
Yeah, exactly.
I already do eat vegetables.
Exactly. See, it's not that bad. Bingo boards are good. But at least I challenge you to put a quantifiable
there it is
measurement to each task.
Everything he just said went in one ear out the other.
To each task.
That's the hardest thing to do, though. Like, if you tell me, hey, go to the doctor, that's fine. Is that a quantifiable task?
Yeah.
That one counts? Okay, then yes, I'll do that.
Because the second you go once, you've gone.
Yeah, I'm done. And if I don't go, I lose. But I have 365-ish days to do it. 363.
Yeah,
so I can go to the doctor. That's fine. But when someone says, go to the gym twice a week.
You don't have to go to the gym. I'm not telling you.
Oh, no, I want to go to the gym.
Okay.
There's one that opened up right across the street from my house, and I just opened up to start going to it. Michaela and I are just scheduling when we should go. She's going tonight, actually. Anyway, I
would struggle. The reason why I would struggle with not putting a quantifiable measurement to a task or a goal is that if I don't do that at the end of this year, and I look back at the things that I did or didn't do, or if I look back at just the bingo board, let's say I didn't cross anything off, and I'm just looking back at the bingo board.
Okay.
In order for me to cross something off, how do I know once I've accomplished it?
No, that's fair.
Because if I just say, we'll go back to my example of eating more fruits and vegetables. If I just said more, at the end of the year, I'm going to be like, so does it count or does it not? Because I don't know if I've eaten more or not. I don't know if I've accomplished this goal. But if I put like have a fruit or vegetable in one meal a day, if I look back at the year and I'm like, oh, I did that actually, then I feel confident that I knocked it off.
That's where that's where I think our thought processes differ.
Yes,
I love
that is where.
And I think that's also why I enjoy your company so much.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know it's the best. No, it's for me. I can look at my year and go, this is when this happened, and my realization of gaining momentum. I can look at when we met.
You can pinpoint things like that.
I can pinpoint when a change has happened.
So if you look back on the year and you're like, and you have one of your goals was be a better dad, or
well,
be the best dad I can be. Is there like going to be a thing or like a moment where you're like, that's when I accomplished that thing?
Yeah, it was in 2022. I was not being a good dad. I would come home. I was grumpy. I didn't care.
Grumpy? No way.
I was. I was frustrated with work. 2022 is when everything kind of started to go down in the market. And I was really frustrated because I wanted to get a raise in 2021 because I did a crap ton. And I'm not ungrateful for not getting the raise. I was frustrated at my own self for feeling like I didn't do enough. So in 2022, I poured my heart and soul into work because I got a raise at the beginning of 2022. And I poured too much into it, and I missed out on a lot of stuff with Ellie and Sophie because I would come home and I'd be tired, and I'd tell them not to bug me. They'd ask me to play. I'd say, no, I'm too tired. And I believe it was around the fall of 2022 when I looked at it and went, they don't want to play with me anymore. I think it was in November. They stopped asking to play with me because they knew I was going to say no. And I was like, well, crap. And 2023 came along, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. And so I didn't. I come home from work and I try everything. Even when I'm exhausted, I try everything to just play with them, to do whatever they're doing, go outside with them, go swimming with them. I cannot tell you this last summer, the amount of times I'd come home from work, walk inside, go change my clothes, and go jump in the pool while they were swimming. All I wanted to do was sit on the couch and just vegetate because I was tired. Work is exhausting. And I didn't. So yes, the way that my thought process and the things that I recognize work, I can quantifiably see when I've done something.
Well, that's good. That's what matters.
But I also recognize that it doesn't work for you. And I would never be like, I challenge you to just say the word more. Like, no, that's so mean. Like that would be
okay. So me challenging
no,
you.
No. Because yours is a beginning end task.
I won't challenge you.
No, yours is a beginning end task. It's not mean. It's just something that my brain has to wrap my concept around. Yours is normal. Yours is good. Yours is the try this. You'll be better at the end if you count it. Right?
This doesn't work in just one way. Okay?
No.
Don't say I'm normal and you're not.
I take that back.
Shut up.
You're not normal. You are exactly who you need to be. And the way that you process goals is great for you and could be good for me. The way that I process goals may cause confusion and anxiety.
Okay, then can you just do one?
No, for sure.
Do one that's measurable.
I already plan on. I'm going to do a bingo board.
No, I know. No, I'm just saying in the bingo board, just do one task that's measurable.
Okay.
There we go. Boom roasted.
Do you want me to ask? Do you want to ask me what it is?
It's just one of them.
Yeah.
So you already have one?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's kind of already a goal, but I pushed it off a few years because money. I want to buy a side-by-side for my family.
Oh, okay. There you go.
We can next year for Christmas hop in and go look at Christmas lights in, and I can take to the dunes and have fun.
And then you're gonna decorate it with Christmas lights?
Absolutely, I am. 12-volt Christmas lights. Of course I am. I'll come pick up Britt and Scott, and we're all gonna go on a big family ride. No, that'll be a quantifiable goal. I'll put that one on my bottom right square of my bingo board. Because in my mind,
the bottom
right's the hardest one. The top left's the easy one. So I'm gonna get
whatever works.
Bingo, maybe bingo, questionably bingo, and definitely
whatever
not bingo.
will work. Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks for challenging me. I appreciate it, and I know I come off.
We should probably wrap it up.
Really weird and annoying.
Hopefully, people aren't getting bored.
Are you getting bored? Chat, comment below if you're getting bored.
Just say I'm getting bored.
We have the mics on. We can hear you talk about it. Thanks for listening to this really long one. It is an hour and 16 minutes. It's mostly me. About 50 minutes of me.
Probably.
Yeah, well. I am chaotic and my mouth keeps going. Welcome
all right,
to 2025.
Welcome to 2025.
Say hi to a stranger.
2025, join the hive.
2025.
Say hi to a stranger. Jumpstart someone's car if they need it. Goodbye.